Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Parents in Life. I'm your host, Killing York. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sitting here and talking, thinking, talking and thinking, and it's just like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm the mother that I would have wanted. Maybe not. Maybe not. I have a very high standard. Maybe not. Not even that. It's like I had the mother that I needed in order to get what I needed to get. You understand? I had the mother I needed. I may have not have had the mother I wanted, but I definitely had the mother I needed. I needed to, I guess, in order to be on this timeline or the fastest timeline, this is what I had to go through. That was a sacrifice. The sacrifice was, lovey-dovey mom. I was talking to someone yesterday and she was talking about her mom and she was like, yeah, they're best friends and, they eat dinner together. And I was like, wow, that's like impressive. Like, cause I would never, so it's like, I learned it's more about them as an individual person, not their title. She's a woman, she's a person. And it's like, she is who she is. So for me, it's like saying that, like, for my kids, I know right now my middle son is probably like, yeah, F that lady. She get on my goddamn nerves. I'm sick of her, because I'm on his ass. He's going to be 18. You have to know how to maintain your own life in your own house, so I am not going to be your friend right now. Like, I'm not going to be your favorite person. You're going to see me coming and you're going to be like, here this bitch go. Like, that's going to happen. Why? Because you're in training. You have to understand you're in training. You're in training so that you can live your life away from me. If I don't train you how to live the basics, when the stuff that actually goes down goes on top of the basics, you gonna drown. So I have to make sure that you have all the equipment that you need so that when you step out, you good. You understand? And it's like you are at least aware of what's coming. You're gonna have to keep your house clean. You don't keep your house clean, you're gonna have vagrants and rodents and a whole bunch of other nonsense. Sometimes you keep your house clean and you still get that because there's construction going on across the street. So it's like, I don't think I would have liked me as my kid either. There would have been times that I wouldn't have liked me because I would have had to get into me's ass because I would have had certain things that I needed to be corrected or reprogrammed or recoded because of it. Because what I learned with my children is trauma doesn't only come from home. Trauma comes from school, on the way to school. It could happen anywhere. So and I learned this with my first kid, you can do all you can to make sure you make that kid understand to you he's valued, he's wonderful, he's cool, he's all this other stuff. And that he goes to school and those kids make him feel like he ain't shit. You understand? Or someone else messes up. It's not only you. Because there are times I know I was like, where did this low self-esteem come from? I never told you you were less. I never did any of these things. Where did it come from? Sometimes it comes from them. It comes from their own thought process. So it's like, I would have had to be the mom that I am now that has to help you through whatever process you need to do to elevate to the process and timeline that you want to be on. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I wouldn't have liked me, but no one likes their coach until they win. No one likes someone in their face, in their ass, talking about what you doing, how you doing it. Come on, let's get it. Nobody wants that shit. Like, I know I didn't, but guess what? I'm more disciplined than I am now. There are people that didn't have any of that or anything, and they couldn't find it someplace else, and they didn't find it within themselves, and they're living the life that they don't want. I didn't want that for me or my kids. So it's like, I know that there are times where he's going to be, all three of them, they're going to be like, oh, I can't stand this woman. And I had to come to grips with it. I had to come to grips with, it's not all, fun and games and cake and candy. Don't get it twisted. There's fun, games, cake, and candy, because there has to be a balance of both. There has to be a balance of, you are here to do a job and train your kids. And by training your kids, you train yourself. And by training yourself, you train your kids. You understand? And there's a time for fun and laughter and everything. It can't just be all training, because if it's all training, it's too much. And you're going to have a rigid person and they might not survive it. Or it can't be all fun and games either, and nobody does anything and takes anything seriously. That's not going to work either. It has to be a balance of the two, with a bunch of other stuff in between, right? So, I don't know. Just thought I'd pop on and share that little tidbit that I was talking about with my squad. And thanks for tuning in. Stay up, stay blessed. Deuces, and I'm out.